I wanted to do a video on my DJ setup, my wedding DJ setup that is. And basically, the reason I'm doing this is I'm seeing all the pedestals out there and stuff like that, the DJ furniture, and I'm loving them. But it's really kind of difficult for people like me who actually are a turntable DJ and stuff like that. So I came up with something. I'm kind of like I guess you would call it DIY or DIY DJ. So a lot of the stuff in here I've actually built, like my gator style stands right here. I've actually built these, and you would never even know that these were built. Obviously, don't ridicule me on my wire management just yet. I just built these. I was just testing them out, so obviously this is not something that I would end up doing. Also, my moving head crate right there. It's a specialized moving head crate that I built so I can actually, on my stand, sometimes I like to put them on my totems like this, and sometimes I actually like to put them on top of these stands right here, and then having these lights a little bit lower. So that's why I keep the little speaker stand slash adapters on each one of my moving heads. But today I wanted to put this together for you and show you guys how this goes together. This is not done by any means. This is going to be painted black and stuff like that. And yeah, so I mean, this is all just kind of a prelim right here. So like I was saying, I'm a turntable DJ, and this is actually the Coffin that I bought many years ago. So a lot of us, we love the white setups for our wedding style, for the wedding DJs. But there's a lot of times we use the same equipment where we might be doing like an outdoor event. Like yesterday was here in Pensacola, was the Blue Angels were flying, and I know that a lot of us DJs will DJ some of those events. You don't want to take your white setup out there. So, and I like to have all of my stuff already pre-wired in this Coffin. Unfortunately, this Coffin weighs, with everything in it, 115 pounds. So to have a specialized pedestal, let's say top for it, and then have to kind of put all your turntables in all the dang time, and then rewire it all is just not feasible for me. And I also don't have a trailer to take this in to, basically like the bigger DJs are doing, the Nick Spinellis and all that stuff, where they actually just roll the whole thing out already pre-assembled. I cannot do that. So I'm going to put this thing together and show you a little something. Like, basically, if you are a turntable DJ, you might get a kick out of this, and this might help you out in the long run. All right, so first off the bat, I got a bottom piece just like most of them do. Again, this is just built this. I got a lot of doctoring up to do. I want to paint all this white as well. But what this is this is the same way I built the bottom of my, I know I called them gravity stands, gator stands, but I meant gravity stands. So basically all this does is this, my centerpiece console has keyways that go in here, and you just turn these like this. And once it's all put together, I'll bring you back behind here and you can actually see what I do have in here. All right, so basically I just got little bolts on here. This will come off. And again, like I said, I'll show you all this in here. I got a little sliding mechanism for my mixer, my Yamaha MG10UX or XU, I'm sorry. And so all I do is take the centerpiece, and this is pretty self-explanatory. This is the way a lot of them do go together. And then I just turn the keyways in here. All right. All right. And one thing I didn't mention is the way I constructed this. This is pretty heavy duty. This is kind of overkill. Everything here is made with, looks like I used a 1/2 inch plywood on here, but all of this is FRP. And if you guys don't know what FRP is, it's basically like a plastic laminate that goes on a lot of walls. They use them in like hospitals and tattoo parlors and all that type of stuff. And it's used for actually wiping off a wiping off surface. So basically the way I put this on was with a like a spray adhesive. It's the 3M90 spray adhesive. It comes in a green can. You can basically get this stuff from Lowe's for cheap. Like it was $27 for the sheet, and it's durable. It's an awesome finish. It looks better than wood that's painted. This thing is awesome. So then all I do is just route these edges round, come back, tape everything off, do a little bit of sanding, and then I paint these edges white. Yeah, so it's super resilient. You can take a rag to it if you get fingerprints on it or get something dirty. It comes off super easy. Magic eraser works great. All right, so let's just do a little rundown. You can see I got a hole here. I call them keyways right here. And what this is, you'll see actually that marries up to it. So I can basically take my coffin that's already wired up, put it in here, and then just run my wires to both my mixer. So in here, you can see I got the mixer in here, it moves out a little bit. All my wires are kind of tethered, so they all stay put. Got the Shure SLX D4 wireless microphone. I want to do something different with this, but as of right now, these are going to be my XLRs out to my speakers. And as you can see in here, so power supply, and then also these are my keyways, like I was saying right here. This all hold it all together, and so if it gets knocked around, it's not coming off of that. Like I said, that coffin is 115 pounds. I am not worried about that getting bumped and falling off of this at all. Okay, so I'm going to take this apart right now. Undo the butterfly latches here. Put these off to the side. All right, so as you can see, my rain mixer is not in there as of right now. It usually travels in there. Like I'm doing my niece's wedding in Wisconsin this in a couple of weeks. I live in Florida, so it will definitely travel in there when I make the 1,200 mile trek for that. But like I said, you can see there's a hole here, 2 keyways here. I don't know if you can see it in here as of yet. I'll do another picture of it when I get it in there and show you how it all runs. But for me, it's easier with the rain mixer out of the center for me to get it up there and actually do this. Again, this is usually a 2-man job. Like I said, this is 115 pounds. I'm a little bit bigger dude, so I can do it, but as I'm getting older, I'm feeling, just like everybody else, I know there's a lot of people that just want to make it easy at the end of the night when you want to tear it down. Luckily enough, my coffin has rollers on it, and I make do. So don't judge me. This will look a little awkward when I lift this up, but so basically all I do is just put this in where it needs to go. I can slide it right into place, and like I said, do a little walk through there. Okay, and so this is the start of my pedestal, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put my rain mixer in there real quick and show you what I got. And I know what you guys are probably thinking is like, yeah, Brian, that's god awful with just that coffin over the top of it. That's why I have that over there. Okay, one thing I didn't mention is everything is pre-wired in here. So basically, you can see everything's pre-wired. I built this coffin a while back. I actually put all this in. I do a little bit of metal fabrication too, and you'll see my stand right there. That's my laptop stand in that corner. I've metal fabbed that also to hold the sound switch, and I'll show you some little things that I did to that as well. I implemented a external fan on that as well. So when I'm in Florida, it's hot. So when we do outdoor events, we got to make sure our laptops are staying cool. So anyway, the laptop stand goes in there. Like I said, everything that I have is pre-wired in here. You can see right here, I got everything for my antennas, my half-wave antennas. And then again, here's the wires that will go down, that get fed through this hole underneath my mixer. What you can see is I got these little red indicators. My mixer, I know, goes right to that edge of those little red indicators. That way I know that my top on there is a perfect fit. And all that is a slip cover. Oh, it's made the same way as everything else. It's 1/2-inch plywood and a little bit thinner in some spots, but it looks really, really good once it's all put on here. So again, let me put the mixer in there and then I'll show you what I got. So I obviously got the mixer in there. Everything in there is pre-wired. Now what do I do with this is, actually I just kind of drape this over my turntables. Again, I got these little red marks right here to indicate that the front of my mixer goes right there. Again, like I said, this might be a little unorthodox for a lot of people, but for me, outdoor events, I like to keep everything in this coffin. And again, I don't want a white setup when I'm going to do outdoor events, especially in the hot sun. In Florida here, most of our events are beach events. So you don't want to bring out a pedestal when you can put it on an event table or a folding table or whatever. I just keep it all like this, you know, events that don't necessarily need a facade or whatever. So, but for the wedding style, this is what I got. So all I do is the little top I made slides right on. I take these cords, which are already taped up and zip tied off to the exact length that I need them once they get routed to the devices that I'm needing them for. So basically all I do is just like that, okay? And then you can see that I got these 2 grommets right here where I actually put my half-wave antennas in. I don't know where I put my half-wave antennas, but I'll get to that here in a little while. They're over there. And then what I did was I got this little piece of PVC pipe, which, I mean, it gets dirty here and stuff like that. I have to wipe it down constantly. I might just put a clear coat on it and I think it'd be fine. But here is my, again, I've welded and all kinds of stuff. I've actually made this laptop stand myself. Hopefully you can see that it's got an external fan built into it. This is for my sound switch. So basically this hangs off right here. I don't have to worry about having another somehow built in a sound switch. I've had it here before, just with Velcro. It just looked tacky and I wanted it to look more streamlined. But what I do is, I have to put this off to the side. Again, I have all of this perfectly wired. I also use phase for DJing. All I do is run all of this through this PVC pipe. Route that in there. And hold that off to the side. Actually, crap the bit on that one already. That goes like that. And then as I showed you before, there's a metal pipe within my coffin that this actually fits into. Fits in that pipe perfectly. I know that this and this go on this side. This is the power for my fan, power for my mixer, and power for my Donner wireless transmitter that is connected to my sound switch, okay? All of that sticks in there perfectly. So basically the only thing that I have on this top right here is a piece of Velcro where my phase DJ will actually go. So I'm gonna put all this together real quick for you and I'll show you what I got. After it's all said and done, this little PVC pipe right here, you see almost virtually no wires whatsoever. And again, I'm very anal when it comes to wire management. You can't tell with everything else that's going on here. Again, simply because I just built this and I'm just kind of playing with it. And I was excited to get this video out for you guys to see this. So let me put this all together and we'll go from there and I'll show you what I have. All right, so there it is set up in all its glory. Basically, give you a little view. Evolve Vol 50s, Rockville Totems. Those are the RTP Goes. I'm using the Sheds 19 by 15 moving heads, which I got a great deal on. I love them. I mean, they're budget, but they work phenomenal. But what I wanted to show you was, hey, let's turn the light on here real quick. Turn off the fan. All right, so after it's all said and done, got my half waves in, got the phase DJ hooked up. You can see from here, video might not do it justice, but there's very minimal wire showing when you see it from the front. Okay, I'll go back around. It's a phase DJ, everything's white. Kind of like the cockpit right here. I just think this being right here, I mean, I can beat the heck out of this and not have to worry about anything. This is all on Velcro, and it's next to impossible to get off. But I just thought that was kind of a cool little addition to that. Let's see the front side of it. So basically, I still have access to my mixer in there, headphones, and we'll go downstairs and here in the working area. Okay, so got my SLXD 4 wireless mic hanging right here. This is a little FYI. If any of you guys are planning on building your own DJ furniture, do not paint the inside of this black. That's the whole reason I took this thing apart, and I'm doing this video now because I actually had this built about a month ago, but I painted all this in here black, and it is next to impossible to find anything as far as wiring or anything. So just a helpful bit of information, paint it white so you can actually see in here to basically get to your wires and pre-wire everything. So this is on casters here, or slides. So basically I can, if I'm, you know, in the middle of something and I just need to readjust something real quick, usually I'm only dinking around with these knobs down here anyway. I'm not doing too much up top, so I only bring it out slightly. I'm always keeping this at unity right here, but I do mess with the monitor a little bit, my monitor level. I found out running the monitor out of the rain mixer, it's just like anything else. It doesn't sound as good as running it out of the Yamaha mixer right here. So yeah, basically that's the way it is. And this helps out a lot. Like I said, for the turntable DJs, and this might be something, and you have an existing Coffin and you're looking for DJ furniture, it's nothing to build one yourself. Little cup holder, expandable for the big cups, all the way down to the small little skinny cans. All right, I hope this helped you guys out. Hope you guys like it. Thanks for watching.